Thanks for clicking on the button to view this video. I will keep this short. This is just for people who have Cigna. And the reason why I'm sort of singling you guys out is because you were the last, Cigna was the last company that I went out of network with. That happened on December 1. And they really made some strong efforts at making you all think that you couldn't come see me. I know that they maybe didn't exactly say that, but the letter that they sent all but said that. And we've had many phone calls, people thinking that they can't come to our office anymore, and that just simply isn't true. So I wanted to just share a few things. If you watched that other video, you saw I had saved up about 2 weeks worth of insurance checks, and there were a lot of Cigna checks in there. And I just wanted to share you, I ran the numbers on it. Most of those checks, there were about 30 or so that came from Cigna. Novant is one of the big employers in this area that has that. I know Kaplan has got it. Bravo Health, which I think is some sort of an allowance plan through Medicare. But anyway, I went back and added all those checks up. And I had charged for all of those a little over $7,000. Cigna paid $6,748.30. And the patient's responsibility out of that $7,035 was just $281.70. So the reason why Cigna wants you to go to an in-network provider is because when I was in network, what that would have meant is I would have sent those charges, that $7,035, and I would have written off $1,900 of that, which is about 28%. So I would have only collected a little over $5,000. And that was about 2 weeks worth of checks. So multiply that by 26 would give you an idea of what my annual loss in dealing with Cigna was. And I know most of y'all don't realize, that when you go to an in-network provider and they say they pay 100%, they don't pay 100%. They pay 100% minus something. So in the case of Cigna, and the reason why Cigna was the last one that I let go is because they had negotiated a little more fairly than most of the other companies, and they had agreed to me just having to write off 25%. The reason why I finally decided to cut them is because they did something really dirty to a patient that had Cigna, and I just thought it was in bad faith, and I was like, you know what, we're just gonna let y'all go too. So, but I did give Cigna a good go. They were the last one standing. But please do not think that you can't come to see me or that they're not gonna pay. Now, I will say there are a few, they're rare, but there are a few Cigna plans out there where they force you to go to an in-network provider. And I can tell you those plans and the providers that take them are a little suspect. You need to look at that a little more carefully. Luckily, there's not many of them. So if you have any questions, let me know. I am still up for, if you have any doubts, you can call the office, and I am more than happy to look into it myself so that you will we'll have a pretty good idea. I mean, these insurance companies go way out of their way to create smoke and mirrors and misleading statements and all that. But I think that I can probably peg, if they're, one of the rare exceptions to what I've just told you. And if I tell you that you can come, because I think that they're going to pretty much pay 100% on routine things, and then they don't, I'll just eat it, because I was eating it anyway. I'll just eat it, and at that point we'll know. And then going forward, you can decide if you want to stay with us or if you want to go to one of their in-network docs. So let us know if you have any questions, and thank you again for your time.